with empty-handed or paper. I need some money to go, but I can't run away. I have to finish my project. I promise to pay, so I can't run away. I have to finish it.
When you get a client, how much do they pay you?
Yeah, 10, 15, 20. Unless you want to go to a hotel, some pay 50, some goes up.
And how much did they charge you for coming over?
It's not easy, that I can say.
Normally what we hear that people are being charged about 40,000 euros to come.
Yeah, some is up, some is down.
But now you have to pay them back.
Yes, if they bring you here, you must pay. You must pay. There is agreement.
So what you just heard is a clip from my video of 9 years ago when I made an expose on how Nigerian prostitutes work in Italy, an expose from Al Jazeera, and I made a video about it. And it's quite disturbing that after 9 years, something like this is still happening, or even worse. Now, every year, thousands of Nigerian girls or even children vanish, some from villages, others from crowded city streets. In the case of Italy, those are from Benin City. Many of them don't just go missing. They are moved, trafficked, exploited, and too often forgotten. On April 8th, Nigerian activist, although he's said that he's not an activist, VeryDarkMan, also known as VDM, released a viral video exposing the horrifying reality of young Nigerian girls trafficked to Côte d'Ivoire. I'll play a segment from that clip shortly.
Thank you. How old are you? Please, be audible. I'm 15 years old. Where are you from?
Cross River from Côte.
What brought you here in Ivory Coast?
This person can bring me here to come and do work. She don't tell me that it's a sharp work.
She brought you here to come and do work. Which work did she tell you?
Sell work.
Did she tell your parents or she told only you?
Don't tell me.
So you escaped with her? Okay. So you are from Cross River and your parents live in Cross River?
Yes.
Alright. How are you? Be audible, don't cry. Don't worry, you go home, don't cry. Yeah? Don't cry. Where are you from?
I'm from
Ibadan State. Oyo State. Ibadan. Okay, how old are you?
I'm 15 years.
You are 15 years old. What brought you to Côte d'Ivoire?
I was finding for school with my friends before. They go for jam. Later was someone carrots go back to house. I enter in car. I just drink just water. I sleep when time goes to I drop. I just myself forget where the day they do a show. I couldn't ask for the service that will come code for you. I'm not saying for the talk. I couldn't help for I couldn't look for help. All of that, I see many guests who are there to sit down. I see many help me go to Nigeria. Listen, I see my eyes not comfort for this school over. Because I say where my papa never do, my any family never come for this school over. Wait till me at the last one, I come for this place. All my family they look me for Nigeria. It's a cost myself for you. I just see myself called for ghetto. I see many guests. I can't see one woman. They say I be my madam. I go to work for 25,000. I go to pay for 130,000 every day with a cash contract for me. Make I do work every day. I work 7 boys for one set.
So you did for Nigeria. You did come from school.
Yes.
Then the woman come say she won't carry you.
Won't carry me go drop the house.
She won't help you drop you for your house so that you don't trek again. So you can't drink something, you can't sleep. Next thing you find yourself in Côte d'Ivoire for one ghetto. She can't carry condom, give you me the work. Oh, sorry, no problem. We'll check for your family for Nigeria. What will be your name again? Where? Wasiu Fatiat. Orani.
Wasiu Fatiat Orani.
Your name again?
Alice.
Alice Ode. Your name again?
Favor Bright.
Favor Bright. Alright, you now. Huh? Speak louder. Tosin Kalifatai. Taye Fatai. Tosin. Which state?
Nigeria.
Which state in Nigeria? Ore. So what brought you to this place?
It's a long video. I will attach a link to the video below. But in this video, VDM described these girls as young as 13 years old, trapped in brothels, forced to serve dozens of men daily. His words reignited a national conversation. Who is protecting our children and who is profiting from their pain? I mean, it's disturbing. When I watched this video a couple of days ago, I felt very heartbroken because it's a topic I'd spoken about 9 years prior, and to know that something like this is still happening, it's just mind-boggling. And we heard in this video that one of the girls said that she was coming from school and then she was captured and just taken to Côte d'Ivoire. Now, many of these children, VeryDarkMan made this video in Côte d'Ivoire. How are they able to go to Côte d'Ivoire? Who is like, what about the borders? What are they doing in the borders? Like, I don't want to start making insinuations or accusations, but what are the immigration personnel doing at the borders? It doesn't matter what type of transportation you're using to cross the borders. There should be immigration officers willing to check that everything is okay, because this is disturbing. Nigeria is the primary source country for child trafficking in West Africa. If this doesn't disturb you, then I'm sorry, because as a nation we are gone. These children are taken to Côte d'Ivoire, Ghana, Benin, Niger, Chad, Cameroon and beyond. Now, in West Africa, they are used for forced labor, domestic work. In fact, we see even within the same Nigerians, you see children as young as 10 years, 9 years old, used as maids, slaves, beaten as house girl. Why? And many of them are also used for sexual exploitation. In Libya, they are sold, abused, and pushed through to Europe, Italy, Russia, Spain, places where their voices are silenced under threats of violence and spiritual oath. I made videos regarding the ones in Italy, and I made a video regarding the ones in Russia. It's quite disturbing. And the reason I made the one in Italy was because I lived in Italy. I grew up in Italy, and it was devastating. It was horrible. In fact, I can't even explain the horror. I personally knew a 16 years old girl as at then, and I'm talking about 9 years ago, a 16 years old girl who I was older than, who was brought to Italy for sex trafficking. And I was disturbed, and I was like, this person just 16 years old is telling me how she sleeps with like 40 men in one night, and she's paid 20 euros per man. I was disgusted, and that was what compelled me to make that video 9 years ago. And to think that something like this is still happening, or even worse, it's shocking. Let me just play a clip still from my video of 9 years ago of how they are made to swear oaths.
So bring out a knife. It's risky.
Madams confiscate the girls' passports to stop them from running away. But we have heard about a much more powerful tool that enslaves the girls, a secret juju oath which they are forced to take before leaving Africa. A juju priest mixes a girl's pubic hair and blood in front of a shrine. It's a ritual that she believes will kill her should she try to escape before paying off her debt. It seals the girl's agreement with the trafficker. Can you explain to me about the juju, how it works?
Maybe some people that are bringing them here, maybe they don't trust you, because the money they want to just to bring you here is not it.
Again, in this video, this person explained how they are made to swear juju or oaths, and they cut their pubic hair or their hair or parts of their body, and they put in all their blood, and they put in shrines and stuff, and the native doctor tells them that they are not bind with this juju, that if they don't do as they are told by their madams, like, or the person who trafficked them to that place, then something bad will happen to them. They will die or their family will die. We also saw clips of this type of thing in the movie Oloture by Omonomoses. I recommend you to watch it because it's literally identical to my video of 9 years ago. I literally would recommend you to watch it. Now, there was also an article from The Guardian. It says 9 months ago, and as you can see, the title say, I miss home. 13 years old Nigerian girls trapped and exploited in Ivory Coast sex industry. In this clip, one of the survivors from Edo State shared, I thought I was going to work in a restaurant. Instead, I was locked in a room and raped every day. In Plateau State earlier this year in January, a popular pastor was arrested for running a trafficking ring, moving children to Chad and Cameroon. It revealed how even respected leaders can become predators. That's the article here. I will leave a link to this below as well. It's quite disturbing. Now, the US Department for Labor reports that within Nigeria alone, children are trafficked for various forms of labor, including domestic work, street vending, mining, and begging. Because we see a lot of children sometimes begging on the road, and we just assume that maybe their parents sent them to beg, but instead they are being trafficked. How do these traffickers do it? We saw in the video of VeryDarkMan, one of the girls said that she was coming from school and the trafficker said, oh, I'm going to drop you at home. Now, these traffickers use false promises of jobs or schooling. They bind girls with juju rituals, making them believe they'll go mad or die if they tell anyone. And in many cases, families unknowingly hand over their children thinking they are securing their future. Now, this is true. In majority of the cases, the family do not know. But do you know that in my video of 9 years ago that I made, I was forced to turn off the comment section because a lot of people were abusing me for trying to expose this industry. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that there is a minority who are aware that this is what they're going to do when they leave Nigeria. If a minority, I'm not saying that it's a lot of them, but there is a minority. Many were sending me death threats back then. Many were sending threats to my parents. My mom was scared. She was telling people to tell me to stop reporting on this because of how people were sending threats. And this is the thing with Nigerians. Now I'm talking about this, but I believe something similar will still happen because there are a lot of people profiting from this, and Nigerians don't really like people who say the truth. They like people who they benefit from. Despite the darkness, there is resistance, and we've got a documentary here from NAPTIP, who is working across borders to rescue victims. IOM is bringing girls back from Libya. UNICEF is training communities. Grassroots groups are educating at-risk girls in Edo, Delta, and Lagos. But the system is broken. Border officials accept bribes, sometimes, allegedly. Survivors are afraid to testify. Prosecutors are rare. And cultural silence means families don't always ask questions. But change is possible, but it begins with awareness. Speak out, report suspicions, support survivor shelters, hold leaders accountable, just like VeryDarkMan has done in his video. I didn't play from the beginning, but it was giving somebody, I think Abike Dabiri, 1 week to bring these girls back. We need to hold leaders accountable. We need education, faith-based intervention, and real consequences for traffickers. Each child taken is a future lost, a teacher, a healer, a dream. Let this not be another forgotten story. Let this be the moment we all said, not in our time, not in our name, not our children. Please, I beg of you, bring back our girls. Thank you for watching today. Please don't forget to like, share, and let's spread awareness. Subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye.